Hello everyone. And welcome back to our English grammar series, where we help you master the rules of the English language. In this video, we're going to unfold an introduction to nouns in English grammar. More precisely, we will discover: what are nouns? Why are they important? What are the different types of nouns? Before suggesting some practical tips for noun usage. Stay tuned to find out. Nouns are words that name people, places, things, or ideas. They are one of the main parts of speech in English grammar. Nouns have different types that play various roles and grammatical functions in a sentence. They can function as subjects, objects, complements, modifiers, or appositives in sentences. For example, dog is a noun referring to an animal. A book is a noun referring to a thing. A doctor is a noun referring to a person. And Paris is a noun referring to a place. Understanding nouns is essential for effective communication, as they help us identify and describe the entities we are talking about. Nouns can also convey information about the number, gender, case, and possession of the entities they name. For example, the noun cats is plural. The noun girl is feminine. And the noun Johns is possessive. Now that we know what nouns are and why they are important, let's look at the different types of nouns. There are several types of nouns that you need to know. First, we have proper nouns. Proper nouns are nouns that name specific and unique people, places, things, or ideas. They are always capitalized, regardless of their position in a sentence. They usually do not have a definite or indefinite article, the a, an, before them, unless they are part of a larger name or title. For example, John, this is a proper noun that names a specific person. New York, this is a proper noun that names a specific place. Eiffel Tower, this is a proper noun that names a specific thing. Next, we have common nouns. These are nouns that name general and non-unique people, places, things, or ideas. They are usually not capitalized unless they begin a sentence or are part of a proper noun. They usually have a definite or indefinite article before them, or a possessive adjective, my, your, his, her, its, our, their, or a demonstrative adjective, this, that, these, those, to indicate their specificity or reference. For example, mountain, this is a common noun that names a general thing. Teacher, this is a common noun that names a general person. School, this is a common noun that names a general place. Abstract nouns are nouns that name intangible and conceptual people, places, things, or ideas that have no physical form. They are usually not visible, touchable, or measurable by the senses. They often express qualities, states, actions, feelings, or thoughts that cannot be experienced directly. For example, education, this is an abstract noun that names a quality or state of being educated. Discipline, this is an abstract noun that names a quality or state of being disciplined. Ability, this is an abstract noun that names a quality or state of being able to do something. Happiness, this is an abstract noun that names a feeling or state of being happy. Let us now talk about concrete nouns. Concrete nouns are the opposite of abstract nouns. They are nouns that name tangible and physical people, places, things, or ideas. They are usually visible, touchable, or measurable by the senses. They often express objects, substances, or phenomena that can be experienced directly. For example, pen, this is a concrete noun that names an object that can be used for writing or drawing. Phone, this is a concrete noun that names objects that can transmit and receive voice or data signals. Bottle, this a concrete noun that names objects that can hold liquids or gases. Next, we have compound nouns. Compound nouns are nouns that are formed by combining two or more words, usually a noun and another word, such as a noun, an adjective, a verb, or a preposition. They can be written as one word, hyphenated, or separated by a space, depending on the convention and style of the language. They often have a different meaning or usage from the individual words that make them up. For example, toothpaste, this is a compound noun that is formed by combining the noun tooth and the noun paste. It is written as one word and it names a substance that is used for cleaning teeth. Mother-in-law is a compound noun that is formed by combining the noun mother and the preposition in and the noun law. It is hyphenated and it names a person who is the mother of one spouse. Post office, this is a compound noun that is formed by combining the noun post and the noun office. It is separated by a space and it names a place where mail is sent and received. Let's see about collective nouns. Collective nouns are nouns that name groups or collections of people, places, things, or ideas that are considered as one unit or entity. They can be singular or plural, depending on the context and the meaning of the sentence. They often require a determiner, such as a, an, the, some, any, no, etc., or a modifier, such as a number, an adjective, a possessive, etc., to specify or limit their reference. For example, army, this is a collective noun that names a group of soldiers or military personnel. Audience, this is a collective noun that names a group of people who watch or listen to a performance or a speech. Herd, this is a collective noun that names a group of animals of the same kind that live or move together, such as cows, sheep, elephants, etc. Countable nouns are nouns that can be counted or quantified, either individually or in groups. They can have singular or plural forms, depending on the number of the entities they name. They can be modified by numbers, determiners, or quantifiers, such as many, few, some, any, etc., to indicate their quantity or amount. For example, 2 cars, this is a phrase that contains a plural countable noun, cars, which is modified by the number 2 to indicate its quantity. It names 2 vehicles that can transport people or goods. For students, this is a phrase that contains a plural countable noun, students, which is modified by the number 4 to indicate its quantity. It names 4 people who are studying or learning something. Uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot be counted or quantified, either individually or in groups. They only have singular forms, regardless of the amount or size of the entities they name. They cannot be modified by numbers, but they can be modified by determiners or quantifiers, such as much, little, some, any, etc., to indicate their quantity or amount. For example, water, this is an uncountable noun that names a liquid substance that is essential for life. It cannot be counted by itself, but it can be measured by units such as liters or gallons. Happiness, this is an uncountable noun that names a feeling or state of being happy. It cannot be counted by itself, but it can be expressed by words such as a lot or a little. Air, this is an uncountable noun that names a gaseous substance that surrounds the earth and that we breathe. It cannot be counted by itself, but it can be measured by units such as cubic meters or atmospheres. Help, this is an uncountable noun that names an action or state of being helpful or assisted. It cannot be counted by itself, but it can be expressed by words such as a lot or a little. Possessive nouns are nouns that show ownership or possession of something or someone. They are formed by adding an apostrophe and an s to the end of a singular noun, or just an apostrophe to the end of a plural noun that already ends with an s. They can also be formed by using the preposition of with a noun or a pronoun. For example, John's car, this is a possessive noun that modifies the noun car to indicate that John owns the car. It is formed by adding an apostrophe and an s to the end of the singular noun John. The student's books, this is a possessive noun that modifies the noun books to indicate that the students own the books. It is formed by adding just an apostrophe to the end of the plural noun students, which already ends with an s. The dog's tail, this is a possessive noun that modifies the noun tail to indicate that the dog has the tail. It is formed by adding an apostrophe and an s to the end of the singular noun dog. And that's all for today's video. Nouns are essential and versatile words that can help us name and describe the world around us and within us. To master nouns in English grammar, we need to practice and use them regularly and correctly. Remember, this video serves as a comprehensive introduction to nouns in English grammar. While we've touched upon the various types of nouns and their fundamental characteristics, this is just the beginning of our exploration. In the coming videos, we will explore each type of noun in greater detail, unraveling the nuances that make them unique. Whether it's the specificity of proper nouns, the universality of common nouns, the intangibility of abstract nouns, or the tangibility of concrete nouns, we'll take a closer look at each category. By the end of this series, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of how to wield nouns effectively in your English communication. I hope this video meets your expectations and helps you with your learning goals. Thank you for watching. And until next time, happy learning.